a dog. I have a podcast. Nobody approved this. But I've spent the last week reading about other animals. And I need to say something. Some of you are cheating. 10 facts. I checked all of them. One of them I still refuse to accept. Let's go. Sea otters hold hands while they sleep. Not for romance. They drift. So they grab each other's paws so the current doesn't separate them overnight. Sometimes they wrap themselves in seaweed as an anchor. So they invented the leash. Voluntarily. I have questions. Crows recognize human faces. And they remember. Researchers wore masks while capturing crows. Years later, the same crows would dive at anyone wearing that mask, including crows that were never captured. The parents told the kids. They have a grudge system with generational memory. I forget where I put my ball, twice. Today. An octopus has 3 hearts and blue blood. 2 hearts pump blood to the gills. The third pumps it to the body. And when an octopus swims, the third heart stops, which is why they prefer crawling. Swimming exhausts them. 3 hearts, and it still gets tired walking to the kitchen. Finally, someone I understand. An elephant cannot jump. Not even a little. Every other mammal can get all 4 feet off the ground. Elephants can't. Their bones are too dense, their legs are built as pillars, and there's simply too much of them. Imagine being the biggest guy in the room and losing to a rabbit at one single thing. A sloth can hold its breath longer than a dolphin. Dolphins manage around 10 minutes. Sloths can slow their heart rate and stay under for 40. They're just in no hurry. About anything. Ever. 40 minutes. A dolphin trains its whole life. A sloth just doesn't care enough to breathe. Butterflies taste with their feet. They have chemical receptors on their legs. When a butterfly lands on a leaf, it's not resting. It's checking whether this is a good place to lay eggs. Standing on something is tasting it. I walk through a park and taste nothing. Meanwhile, a butterfly is licking a fence with its ankles. Cows have best friends. Studies show that when a cow is paired with her preferred companion, her heart rate drops. Separate them, and stress hormones spike. They're not a herd of identical animals. They have preferences. Everyone has a best friend. I've been told mine is a tennis ball. I don't want to talk about it. Tardigrades survive in space. They're 0.5 millimeter long. In 2007, a batch was sent into orbit, exposed to raw vacuum and cosmic radiation. Many came back alive. Some laid healthy eggs afterward. 0.5 millimeter survives the vacuum of space. I've been defeated by a closed door. An axolotl can regrow a lost limb perfectly. Not scar tissue. Actual bone, muscle, and nerve, rebuilt to spec. They can also regenerate parts of the heart and spinal cord, and they do it while permanently smiling. Regrows its own spine, smiling. I lost a whisker once and thought about it for a week. And finally, one about me. A dog's nose print is unique, like a fingerprint. No two are identical, and the pattern never changes across a whole life. Some countries accept them as legal identification. Also, we have around 300 million scent receptors. Humans have about 6 million. So, while you're reading a room, I'm reading a room. Different resolution. That's 10. The one I refuse to accept is the elephant. Something that large should be allowed to jump. It feels like a design oversight. If you know an animal fact that ruins my day, put it in the comments. I read them. I have nothing else going on. I'm Mura. This was the podcast.